Alright, yeah, do it nice. So we're gonna start with part 8, the CDL inspection. So we're gonna start at the top with the clearance lights. Clearance lights secure, not cracked, not broken, in proper color. Clearance lights. Windshield secure, not cracked, not broken. No illegal stickers. It's clean, it's clear. The rubber seal around the windshield is not ripped, it's not frayed, and there's no leaks going inside. Registration and inspection, they are up to date. Registration and inspection, they are up to date. Windshield wipers, they're secure, they're not cracked, they're not broken. Windshield wipers. My hood, secure, not cracked, not broken, it has no damage. Hood, front mirrors, secure to the hood. The bolts are pressed and secure, they're not loose, they're not missing on both sides. They have no damage. And the mirrors on both sides, secure, not cracked, not broken. It's clean, it's clear, no illegal stickers. My grill, secure, not cracked, not broken. Bolts are pressed and secure, not loose, not missing. Grill. Headlights on both sides, secure, not cracked, not broken. They clear, they're clean. My turning signal lights and forward flashing lights on both sides, they're secure, not cracked, not broken. They're clean, clear, no damage. Here we have the front bumper, secure, not cracked, not broken, no illegal holes, no illegal weldings. All the bolts are pressed and secure. They're not loose, they're not missing. Here we have the heavy vehicle safety inspection. It is up to date. Heavy vehicle safety inspection. It is up to date. License plate, letters and numbers are visible. They're clear, they're clean. It has no damage, and the bolts are pressed, not loose, not missing. Underneath my truck, there's no leaks. Underneath my trucks, there's no leaks. And my truck is not leaning to one side. Okay? Now we're gonna open the hood. We're gonna come here to the latches. We're gonna lift it up and then push it down. Now we're gonna go. That's how you do the thing. Lift it up, down again. Bring it up to the front. Right here, right foot, we're gonna open slowly. Very slow. You're gonna start on the passenger side. So stand over here so you can record. Make sure you're pointing. This right here is my radiator. Radiator is properly and securely mounted. The hoses are securely clamped. They have no damage and they have no leaks. All the lug nuts and bolts, they're pressed and secure. They're not loose, they're not missing. Radiator. The radiator fan in the back, which is this one, is secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing blades, and no obstructions. All right? Okay. Radiator fan. This is the air filter. Air filter, secure, not cracked, not broken, no debris inside. The lug nuts and bolts are pressed and secure. They're not loose, they're not missing. The hoses and the wires, they're securely clamped, no damage. And the hoses, they have no leaks. Air filter. Right here we have the AC compressor. This one. AC compressor. Properly and securely mounted. Not cracked, not broken. No damage, no leaks. All the bolts are pressed and secure. They're not loose, they're not missing. And the hoses are securely clamped. They have no damage, they have no leaks. AC compressor. This is right here, the alternator. Alternator is properly and securely mounted. Alternator is not cracked, it's not broken. The wires in the back, they're not ripped, they're not frayed. They're securely clamped, they have no damage. Underneath the alternator, we have the water pump. The water pump is properly and securely mounted. Water pump is not cracked, it's not broken, it has no leaks. The hoses are securely clamped, no damage and no leaks. So my AC compressor is this one. My alternator and my water pump, they are one belt driven piece. The belt is not more than 3/4 inch of plate. And belt has no cuts, no damages, and it's secure. And I see in general, all of my hoses, they're securely clamped. They have no damage and they have no leaks. All of my wires, they're securely clamped. They're not ripped. They're not frayed. They have no damage. All right.
All right.
And we continue on the
right side.
On the driver's side. Excuse me. So you're gonna start over here on the left at the top, all the way down. Then you're gonna go to the right, top down. So we're gonna start here with the coolant or antifreeze. Coolant or antifreeze reservoir. Secure, not cracked, not broken. Cap is present and secure. Not loose, not missing, it's tight. Proper level between minimum and maximum. The hoses are securely clamped. They're not cracked, they're not broken, they have no leaks. Antifreeze or coolant reservoir. I don't see any leaks coming from it. Here we have the power steering fluid reservoir. Power steering fluid reservoir. Secure. The bolts are present, they're not loose, they're not missing. Cap is present and secure. Not loose, not missing. It's tight. Proper level between minimum and maximum. I don't see any leaks coming from my power steering fluid reservoir. The hoses are securely clamped. Not cracked, not broken, not ripped, not frayed, no leaks. Power steering fluid reservoir. Here we have the washer fluid reservoir. Washer fluid reservoir secure with the bolts. The bolts are not loose, they're not missing. Proper level between minimum and maximum. And the wires and the hose are securely clamped. They're not loose, they're not missing. Washer fluid reservoir. On this side, we have the engine oil dipstick. Engine oil dipstick. You only allowed to check it if the truck is off. If the truck is on, you cannot check it. The truck has to be off. And to check it, you take it out, you clean it, you dip it back in again, take it out again, and see if it's proper level. Alright? Engine oil dipstick. Cap is present, secure, not loose or missing. This is the air compressor. Air compressor, secure. All the bolts are present, they're not loose, they're not missing. The hoses securely clamped, not cracked, not broken, and no leaks. Air compressor has no leaks. I don't see any leaks coming from my air compressor. Alright? My air compressor is also a gear-driven piece. Air compressor is a gear-driven piece. This right here is the governor. Governor securely attached to the air compressor. Not cracked, not broken, and it has no leaks. Governor. And underneath the air compressor, we have the power steering pump. So to find it always, you can follow this hose. For the power steering fluid reservoir, you follow the hose. And the power steering pump is right here. Wherever the hose ends, right here. Power steering pump, properly and securely mounted. Not cracked, not broken. It has no leaks. My power steering pump, the hoses are securely clamped. They're not loose, they're not missing, and they have no leaks. My power steering pump is a gear-driven piece. Power steering pump is a gear-driven piece. Here we have the steering column. The steering column secure, not cracked, not broken, not bent, and no illegal weldings. Secure in the bottom and secure at the top with the U-joints. U-joints, not cracked, not broken, and fully greased. U-joints and steering column. Here we have the steering gearbox. Steering gearbox, secure, not cracked, not broken. The bolts are present and secure. They're not loose, they're not missing. Steering gearbox has no leaks. Alright, the hoses are securely clamped. They're not cracked, they're not broken, they're not loose or missing, and they have no leaks. A steering gearbox is a gear-driven piece. So my air compressor, my power steering pump, and my steering gearbox are a gear-driven piece. You must say gear-driven piece for the three of them.
Alright.
If you don't say that, they take yours off. Here we have the frame or chassis. You can call it either one. Frame or chassis. Let's call it frame. Frame, secure, not cracked, not broken, no illegal hose, no illegal weldings, not missing lug nuts and bolts. They secure, not loose or missing. Frame or chassis. Here we have, now we're going to do the suspension system. So we're going to start with the shock absorber. Shock absorber secure at the top and secure in the bottom. The lug nuts and bolts are present and secure. They're not loose, they're not missing. Shock absorber, not cracked, not broken, no leaks. Shock absorber. Here we have the leaf spring hanger. Every time you say leaf spring hanger, there's always one in the front and one in the back. Leaf spring hanger, secure, not cracked, not broken. The bolts are present and secure. They're not loose and not missing. Leaf spring hangers at the front and at the back. Here we have the leaf springs, secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing, not shifting. Leaf springs. And the U-bolts. U-bolts, they look like a U. You see it?
Yeah.
There's two U-bolts. U-bolts secure, not cracked, not broken. They're not loose, they're not missing, and secure. U-bolts. Now we're gonna do the steering linkage. Steering link, which is the pitman arm, the drag link, upper control arm, which is this one, and the lower control arm, which is back here. Right here, lower control arm. And the tie rod, which is this piece right here, tie rod. Alright? So we're gonna say pitman arm, drag link, upper control arm, lower control arm, and the tie rod. They're not cracked, they're not broken, they're not bent, they have no damage, and they're secure with the castle nuts and the cotter pin. This is the castle nuts and the cotter pin. Secure with the castle nuts and the cotter pin. Castle nuts and cotter pin, they're not loose, they're not missing. Now we're gonna do the brake system. So you're gonna start with the brake chamber hose. Brake chamber hose, securely clamped, not ripped, not frayed, no damages, no leaks. My brake chamber, secure, not cracked, not broken. Lug nuts are present, they're not loose, they're not missing. And it has no leaks. Brake chamber. And this is ABS, this wire is a cable, the wire. ABS line, not ripped, not frayed, no cuts, no damages. ABS line. And here we have the push rod and slug adjuster. Push rod is always the top one, and the small one. And the slug adjuster is the big piece. Push rod and slug adjuster, not cracked, not broken, and they cannot be more than 1 inch of play when the brakes are released. Push rod and slug adjuster cannot be more than 1 inch of play when the brakes are released. Inside the tires we have the brake drums. So here, brake drums, secure, not cracked, not broken. They have no garbage or no oil on top of them. Brake drums. And the brake shoes secure, not ripped, not frayed, no cuts, no damages, and they cannot be less than 1/4 inch of thickness. Brake shoes cannot be less than 1/4 inch of thickness. The inside rim, secure, not cracked, not broken, no illegal weldings. The inside of the tires, no cuts, no damages, no bubbles. Front tires cannot be less than 4/32 of an inch. Front tires cannot be less than 4/32 of an inch. These tires cannot be recapped. Cannot be recapped. The outside of the tires, no cut, no damage, no bubbles. Outside rim, secure, not cracked, not broken. No illegal hose, no illegal weldings. The lug nuts, the present, secure, not loose, not missing. Hub seal. Hub seal is secure with the bolts. The bolts, they're not loose, they're not missing. Hub seal is not cracked, it's not broken, and I don't see any leaks. The cap is present also. Cap is present and secure, and I don't see any leaks coming from my hub seal. And my air valve should be right here. Air valve is present and secure, and it has no leaks. Now I'm gonna check the tire pressure gauge. Now I'm gonna check the tire pressure with a tire pressure gauge. One second, it's right here. If you open the door, you'll be on the pallet. It's always here. Alright, drop that. Proper pressure is 100 psi. Right now it's 70 psi. Proper pressure is 100. So you can say I will inform my instructor about it. Proper pressure is 100 psi. Okay. That's part 8.